Hi there and welcome back to It's Only Paper. Today we're going to be working in my mega Florida trip journal. Just want to pre-warn you, this page is a little bit scary. I am going to be covering this up. Yeah, this is old school Disney, isn't it? Look at those scary faces. Yeah, so today we're going to be working in my mega trip journal. This journal is absolutely huge, but I love it. I'm going to be using my November Winter Lodge kit, and we're also going to be talking about using up memorabilia, because a lot of you have been saying recently that you've been collecting bits and pieces. Some of you put me to blame for that, and I do apologise. You know how much I love collecting memorabilia. But yeah, a lot of you are saying that you've got loads of memorabilia, but you're not using it. So we'll talk today about how to use up memorabilia. So that will be fun, and we definitely will be covering up this scary page today. I'm going to make this page in 2 parts. Let's start with, I'm going to be doing some painting as well today. Let's gesso over this a little bit. I am going to be covering up some of this, but I want to paint on here as well. So I'm going to get some gesso down as my base. I'm just going to use an old gift card just to smear that on, and then I think I'm going to leave it to dry and go and make some lunch. I've got some leftover goulash in the fridge. I've made a pasta salad this week, a tuna pasta salad, because he was fancying that, so I made a big pot of that up. So I'm going to make some lunch then. That would be perfect. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that covering this bit up, because we're going to do that anyway. There, leave that to dry. I've got my photos already printed. Actually, that's something else I can do, is cut my photos up whilst that's drying as well. Right, this is going to be fun. And I forgot to say, the other thing we're doing today is using this sketch as well from the kit. Now onto, it's still a little bit sticky, onto the next part. I am going to get my paints out. It's been a while. I used to get my paints out all the time. I think you kind of get into little habits, don't you? Anyway, you may have seen there's a great big tree on the sketch. Although I don't follow sketches properly, I use them as inspiration. I did think it would be really fun to have a great big tree on here. So that's what I'm about to do now. I'm just gonna paint this here with my watercolors over the gesso. Just thought that would be really fun. I am mixing it in a little bit here. Sorry, my battery went. Yeah, quite a lot here will be covered up. But I thought that would be really fun, especially as I want to do my page all about us staying at Copper Creek Wilderness Lodge. So yeah, the trees play a really big part there. Let's see if I can bring that up there actually. Let's get some more green paint on here. And we'll blend that all in there. So the tree, obviously on the sketch, mine's going to be quite a bit different to that. But then that's the fun part with doing a sketch. It's there for inspiration. You don't have to follow it completely. You can just take from it whatever you want to. There, I'm going to leave that to dry. I think that's as much as I would like. I think that looks really fun. There we go. So I'm going to leave that to dry now. There we go. I think that's more or less dry. I am thinking of this as a double page. I might actually just trim. Actually, do you know, rather than trimming it, I was just grabbing my scissors. Let's just take that off. Just thinking it's still a little bit wet, it's puddled a bit on the outside, or in the inside I should say. Let's take that off there. That's a little bit better. Okay, so here's what I've got planned. I am going to take this paper from the kit. The only problem with this large journal, it takes up a lot of room on my desk. But actually, I don't want it to be straight. I'm going to do that and do that. I wanted the not so neatly torn edges. I'm then going to take this paper from the kit and do exactly the same. 2 more strips, right? So I've done that. Where's my glue stick? Oh, here it is. So whilst I stick this in place, let's talk memorabilia. So are you one to bring back memorabilia? You know I do. I always do. I love it. I just love finding bits and pieces to include in my journals. I find it really exciting, like having bits that I've actually picked up on my travels. And I know I'm not the only one. I know you all love doing it too. And it's just so fun when everybody else gets involved and your family members find bits and pieces. And I love it, like when Aid does that. It just makes me really happy. All right, so we're going to do that there. This is still a little bit sticky on the side. Ooh, and now I've got a little bit of paint on there, but we'll be doing bits and pieces on here, so I can always stick it down a bit more thorough. Let's pop this under here. Let's have the white bit up there. I quite like that edge. There we go. That is cute. I might try and stick that down properly when it's properly dry. There's no point in it at the moment. So that looks cute. I like that. I'm now also thinking about a little bit on the top. Let's do the same here, but the other way around, and then we'll have the craft paper on that side. I like that idea. I've got quite a lot of photos to include on this page. So, whoops, like I said, I'm doing a Wilderness Lodge page. So I thought the lodge would go really well. And I've got some bits and pieces that I've picked up from staying there. I've got the map, obviously. I'm excited to include some bits and pieces. I've got a luggage tag from when our luggage was transferred. Yeah, what else have I got? Just having a little look. Oh, I've got the little booklet that was in our room. So I could cut some bits out from there as well. That would be quite fun. And I could actually go through my receipts and see what receipts I've got as well. Let's take that off for now. There we go. So we've got like the base of the page. That looks good. Now I want to lie some bits and pieces out. I'm thinking about using the bag that the die cuts came in. I could even trim that down actually. I wonder how that would look like that. I'm just going to have a little play at the moment. I've got some nicer photos as well, and then we've got some photos that I'm quite happy to sort of have hidden away, not because there's anything wrong with them, but they're just like a little bit boring. Aid doing the washing, just a picture of our room, things that I want on the page but they're not overly important. I had another photo. Let me just have a look. I've actually got these, so I've got quite a few. So I want a little bit of white space. I'm liking the white space at the top. I'm thinking I would like to have a pocket here to be able to open out and just to hide my photos a little bit. So I'm thinking that, and we could do a pulley out. That would be quite nice. So if this were the width there, that could work. Oh, I do quite like that there as well. I don't want to cover too much up. Oh, and by the way, this opens out. I'd already made that with the Wilderness Lodge details. I really like that. And I've got the skinny photos here. They will actually go perfect there. Love that. Oh, I like that one on there. That looks nice. Picture of us on the boat from Wilderness Lodge. Yeah, so it's just like about having a little play with. I've also got a little envelope from the kit with a stamped tag, so could even have something like that on here. That would go really well, or that on there. That could go well. That really works well. And we could flip this. Oh, I like that. And then we've got toasting the marshmallows. And then we could always have our room on the tag inside. So then that just leaves these on here. Yeah, I think this is coming together nicely. Let's have this one coming out of here. And we can make this smaller. And we're going to cover the back. Oh, I've got the perfect paper. There we go. This is also from the kit. So let's, I don't know why I turned it, it's double-sided. Let's just stick this onto here, just so that I can journal on the back. Yeah, this will be perfect. Perfect for journaling. That slides in like that. This is coming together nicely. Can't really see much of the craft paper there, unfortunately. But what we can do is fold that up like that. Now we can. That then pulls out. Got the photo there. And then we've also got somewhere, want to maybe add some journaling down there as well. Yes, I think I have sorted this. And I also wanted to add my tag, or I think I might actually do it like that. I've got the tag that I picked up as well from the luggage. Yeah, that's what I want to do. That would be perfect. And then I've got the photos, which represent like that bit on the sketch as well. So we've got the tree, but that represents it. And I was going to do 4 little squares on there as well. Yes, I am happy with this. And then I can do that as a flip. Okay, I've got this sorted now. Turn the back of my paper bag into a little pocket. I'm going to cover that in this paper from the kit. That will work out really nicely. Decided to add my journaling down the side. I'm going to, I've just changed, actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this off. No, I am going to. Love this photo of us outside Copper Creek. I was going to do 4 little squares on here, but I'm not going to now. This was a real special stay because Copper Creek is our home resort, and it was our first time staying there. We'd stayed in Wilderness Lodge before, but not actually in Copper Creek, and yeah, it felt really special doing that. I'll pop this on here, and it was our first DVC stay there as well, so it just felt really, really special. Pop that on there, and then I want to include this so that this can be pulled out, and I was going to add photos on the back. So, but I also wanted to do it as a flip. So I've got to find a way of doing that. I'm going to use this little booklet. This was in our room, and I think I'm going to take this off here. I think the colours will go really well. I loved the 50th colours. They were so pretty. I love like the deep blues. It's a little bit like the Disneyland Paris 30th actually. They were really pretty colours. But I'm not so fussed with the 100th, the silver and that. Right, and I'm going to take this off. We're going to make a little bit of a belly band to hold the tag in. Let's see if this will work. So we're going to pop this down here like that. Let's tidy up that edge a little bit. I know I do like a torn edge. Right, let's grab some double-sided tape. And this will then work really well, holding it in. Oh, and I've got a coffee sleeve as well. We'll get all the 50th memorabilia on this page. That will be really fun, because I think in years to come it will be really special seeing all of that. So I'm just going to stick the two sides on. I think that should work. Let's pop that down there. And then I'm wondering if, yes, that fits perfectly. And I wanted to be able to see the Disney World like that. And then I've got the 50. Perfect. I can put aid on the other side. I'll add a journaling spot afterwards. And I would do the mugs and the washing on the back of the tag. Although, no, I'm going to pop them like that. Let's make sure that covers that nicely. Perfect. This is all coming together really, really nicely now. It is like doing a jigsaw puzzle. You've got all your bits and pieces, and you've just got to find the correct points for them. I've just stuck that on the wrong side. Just roll that off. I do that kind of thing all the time. Let's try that again. Put on the correct side. There we go. And I might end up putting that, actually let's pop that up there. We'll cover up that staple. And I'm going to use a little bit of this paper here. I'm going to have me with the marshmallows. The marshmallows are free to do in Disney. You pay for a s'mores kit if you want like the biscuit and all that, but just to toast marshmallows it's free, and they do them at every single Disney resort. You don't have to be staying there. You can just turn up, and they're usually about sort of like 6, 6:30, 7 o'clock. It's really fun to do. Let's pop that on there. Let's grab some tape, and then that can flip. This is turning out to be really cute. This little journal card from the kit, the story, so I was going to include that up there. And I think we are ready to start decorating. I wondered about adding this somewhere. Let's have a look and see where we can add this. I think I might actually cut it. These are the coffee sleeves, obviously, when you have a coffee. Look how cute that is. Put it down there. It's now deciding where to put it. Actually, I think down there would be really nice. It's so fun, like I said, including memorabilia on your pages. Love that. Right, are we able to stick this down? And then I think we might be ready to start decorating this page. What's on there? First coffee, then. I love that. I might actually, because we've got pictures of us drinking coffee in Hollywood Studios, I'm going to save that for that would be really fun. And by the way, when I'm doing my journaling, I find it so much easier. I've got every single trip bagged up, so I did actually have 2 bags in here, so it was so easy to be able to come and take out what I needed. And I don't tend to, I include the maps like I have on this page, but I don't tend to actually go through the memorabilia until I'm making my page, and then I can see what I want to use. I find it works much easier for me that way. So like you've seen, I've gone through and just had a look to see what would work well. And that's how I tend to put my pages together. I've got this paper here from the kit. I'm going to have a little look and see which strips appeal to me that would go really well. I love the green. I really associate the green with Wilderness Lodge. So I may well put some bits along there. I'm just going to kind of slot it into place, having a think about where I want to do my journaling. I've got some wording here. Snuggles would be quite nice. I've got a read this, that would be good, and a relax as well. These will also be really good because I want to obviously like decorate, embellish underneath. Might just leave out. I quite like these with the berries. They're so pretty. And I always like to think as well that with seasonal collections, I still like to try and use them on non-seasonal pages. So this is not a seasonal page, for example, but I am using my winter themed kit. I'm taking out the elements, giving it a different spin. It may be called Winter Lodge, but obviously I'm thinking of it as Wilderness Lodge. Obviously it's a bit tricky if you've got something with Santa Claus on, then it's not so easy to include on a non-themed page. But I'm not big into theming. I'd always prefer something non-themed, so I don't like full-on Christmas kits with all the, like I said, all the Father Christmases and penguins and all that kind of thing. I prefer something that's a bit more non-themed, that's a bit more me. Right, I've got my bits. I do have 2 pieces of this paper which will work quite well. I also want to go through the stickers as well. I've got some die cuts. There's some really nice bits and pieces, but I think when sort of using my kits, I think it's important to show how to use them in a non-themed way as well. So they're my little strips. I like those. Don't need gingerbread men. Oh, and I've also got the die cuts here as well. They will be really handy. I think I am just going to have fun with these strips and just add them here and there. I might actually pop on some music actually. I think that might be an easier way to do this. I think that will work really funly.
Don't want to sleep tonight at all. Just want to watch them stars fall. But you don't want to try to make up dreams just to be seen. I want to lay here beside you, oh quiet. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell her goodbye. Oh, it's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. Sunflowers, high grass and bare feet. Oh, but you each second is a treat. I keep my balance next to you. It's true, nowadays there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell her goodbye. It's not what we say, on good. I've never been so ready. Fire breath and open sky.
This, I was thinking winter. Of course I can do winter because it was our Feb trip. Right, we can have relax on there. I have really gone to town with these strip papers. These have really come together so well. We've got read this. Now, do I pop that there or do I pop that one there? I think on there. Now I'm just adding some of the stickers.
It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell worry goodbye. Oh, it's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go.
Using the stickers now as well. We've got like our room and I've popped it on the back of the tag. And I'm going to use the die cuts as well. So I'm going to mix up the stickers and the die cuts. This is just all going to look so cute. And these little bits and pieces, I've got a child there in my photo. So I am going to stick a die cut there over the top perfectly. Never be afraid to cut a sticker. I'm going to take the word recipe off. I will use that another time. It's just seeing the red there, that just goes so perfectly with A's red t-shirt. I like that. Something I am loving on this page are the little pops of red, and then I'm noticing it like here there isn't one, so I am now going to go around and add a few little pops just where I think, oh yeah, that would be really nice. Just having a look here as well. I think we could do with a little bit of red there. I think this is coming together really nicely and pretty much ready to start my journaling, I think. Oh, I'll tell you what I might do. This says hats on. I might change that to ears on. Where can we put that? Change that there. Right, I'm going to grab my journal pen and journal away. And that's it. This page is done. That's the only problem with this journal. I can't quite get my camera up high enough to get the whole journal in because it's so big. I'm really happy with this, and I'll just give you a little look around. That opens out. I've done my journaling all in like little bits and pieces. Got the marshmallows there, and then we've got about our room, how much, oh, I've left a bit there. I need to journal that bit there. We were so happy with our room and the location. I might just tie that in a little bow. I'm really happy with how that tree turned out as well. That's really made that page. I like that little bit of colour, but it's not too overpowering. Journaled on the back of that little card that also comes in the kit. And then I love this little bit here. Let's take this out. And I've journaled on the back there. I've added a few little stickers here and there as well. Kept that quite simple. And then on the back, again, keeping that quite simple as well. And then we've got the laundry and the feeling cozy that we went and had a drink with our refillable mugs. We found a little cozy spot whilst the tumble dryer was on. And then I've done the laundry story on the back of the tag. I'm really chuffed with that. I'm really pleased. It's just turned out to be such a fun page. Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed that. Aid's packing upstairs. I can hear him in Holly's room packing some bits and pieces, so I think I'm going to join him now whilst I've had this little fix. Loved using this kit. It's been so much fun. I'll leave the link down below if you want to go and check out my Winter Lodge kit. Remember, it's not just for winter. You can use it for any time. And I'm sorry if whilst I was journaling, I kind of forgot to move my journal around. Like I said, I kind of get really involved into my journals when I'm creating, and I forget about things sometimes. And this one just doesn't quite fit on the desk too well whilst I'm creating. But I really hope you've enjoyed this. Please, please, please remember to use your memorabilia. When you're doing a page, go and get it out like what I have today, and just have a little look through just before you create, and just think, right, what can I use today? Because it's such a special feeling using bits and pieces that you've picked up on your journals, on your stays. It's really special, it really is. It just makes a really lovely journal page just that extra bit special. So don't forget to use all your bits and pieces. But thank you for watching today. I hope I've inspired you to go and get your memorabilia out. Let me know, what is your favourite type of memorabilia to use? Mine is maps. And how do you like to use it? And are you one of those people that do collect but forget to use it? Let me know, leave a comment below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!